Hi, I'm Bob. Welcome to the 5 Minute Econometrics, a tutorial for basic econometric concepts and estimation methods. Today, I want to introduce the Frisch-Waugh-Lovell Theorem. When we interpret the estimated coefficient of an explanatory variable we are interested in, we usually say that the outcome variable changes by beta hat units as that explanatory variable increases by 1 unit, holding other variables in the model fixed. What does it mean when we say holding other variables fixed or other factors are held constant? This means we have parceled out the effects of other variables in the model on the outcome variable. In other words, we have removed the influences from the other explanatory variables on the outcome variable. That is why we use multiple regression and add more explanatory variables to the model to control for the influences from these variables on the outcome. The Frisch-Waugh-Lovell Theorem, or the FWL Theorem, helps us better understand this mechanism. Take a multiple regression with 2 explanatory variables as an example. Y equals beta 0 plus beta 1 times x1 plus beta 2 times x2 plus epsilon. The FWL theorem states that the OLS estimator for x1, beta 1 hat, from this multiple regression can be obtained from a simple regression with only one explanatory variable. In that simple regression, the only explanatory variable, mu1 hat, comes from the regression of x1 on x2. It is the residual from the regression of x1 on x2. In other words, the theorem says the OLS estimator for x1 in the multiple regression equals the estimator from a simple regression of y on the portion of x1 after we parcel out the effects of the other explanatory variable x2. It justifies adding additional explanatory variables as controls in the model. As we add more explanatory variables, we parcel out the effects of those relevant factors, and the estimate for the variable we are interested in is more ceteris paribus, or more causal. When we say we hold the other variables in the model fixed, or the other factors are held constant, we mean the effects of the other variables in the model have been parceled out or removed. The estimated coefficient of the variable we are interested in is the pure effect on the outcome as a result. Recall that the OLS estimator are unbiased if the error term is uncorrelated with the explanatory variables. If some omitted factors are correlated with the explanatory variables, the OLS estimator will be biased. However, if these factors are observable, we can add them to the model as control variables, and their influences on the outcome will be parceled out or removed, according to the FWL theorem. The second version of the FWL theorem is that the outcome variable y is also parceled out the effects of x2 by regressing y on x2 and obtaining the residuals. Then we use the 2 residuals without the influences of x2 to run the simple regression. The estimate is also equal to beta 1 hat in the multiple regression. The following is the proof. We use the matrix form. We can treat x1 and x2 as two explanatory variables or two sets of explanatory variables in matrix form. The equation is pre-multiplied by M2, where M2 is the residual maker matrix. x1 pre-multiplied by M2 results in the residual in the regression of x1 on x2. Y pre-multiplied by M2 results in the residual in the regression of y on x2. The residual in the regression of x2 on itself is 0. Therefore, we have a simple regression equation with only one explanatory variable. The OLS estimator beta 1 hat equals the OLS estimator from the simple regression of the two residuals. This is the second version of the theorem. We further write down the OLS estimator beta 1 hat in matrix form. Then we simplify that using the fact the residual maker matrix M2 is symmetric and idempotent. Therefore, we can show the first version of the theorem. The OLS estimator beta 1 hat from the original multiple regression equals the estimator from the simple regression of y on the residual in regression of x1 on x2. Thus, we prove that the OLS estimator in a multiple regression equals the OLS estimator in a simple regression from the residuals where the other variables' effects have been parceled out or removed. Next, let me show you an example using real data. Please download the dataset from the link below. The data come from the Panel Study of Income Dynamics PSID survey. We have collected data on the U.S. workers' wages, gender, education, and other information. Suppose we are interested in the return to education. We first run a multiple regression. We regress log wage on schooling, female, and age. The OLS estimate for schooling is 0.138 in this multiple regression. Next, we regress schooling on female and age and obtain the residuals mu hat. Mu hat is the portion of the variable schooling that we have removed the effect of female and age. When we regress log wage on mu hat, we have the same OLS estimate for the return to education as in the multiple regression. The second version of the theorem requires the outcome variable to do the partialing too. We regress log wage on female and age and obtain the residual phi hat. The residual is the portion of log wage without the influences of female and age. Then we regress the two residuals. We have the same estimated return to education as in the multiple regression. We can also verify the FWL theorem with simulated data. We can generate pseudo-random numbers in Stata and use the data generating process to generate variables with particular properties. We first set a seed to any number we like, so that we can get the same sequence of pseudo-random numbers each time we run the program. Then we set the number of observations. Next, we generate variables with random numbers. The error term E is from the standard normal distribution. The explanatory variable x1 also contains random values from the standard normal distribution. We generate another explanatory variable x2 from the uniform distribution. Then we generate the outcome variable y. This is the true relation between y, x1, and x2. Y is a function of x1, x2, and the error term E. We set two parameters. We set the true coefficient of x1, which is 2, and the true coefficient of x2 is 3. We can set any numbers for the true parameters. We run the multiple regression by typing regress y, x1, x2. The OLS estimate for x1 is 2. Then we can run the two versions of the simple regression with the residuals. The residuals are the portions of the variables that we've partialed out the effect of x2. It turns out that we have the same estimate for x1 in the simple regressions as in the multiple regression. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon on the next topic. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.